Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Lyon, France. We've got FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 qualifying tournament. Game day 4, Philippines taking on Korea. A matchup between two teams that know each other quite well from Asian competitions. Korea traditionally brings discipline, pace, and perimeter shooting, while the Philippines continues to grow as a program, leaning on energy, physicality, and a never giving up type mentality. And here is our schedule for today. We've got Colombia in Germany after this one, and then later this evening, France taking on Nigeria. And the standings right now, Korea in second, 2-1 record, and Philippines obviously winless, but high hopes this morning or this afternoon, whatever time it is in your time zone. And my name is Kristen Mann, and beside me, Mark Mills. Game day 4, Mark. How are we feeling?
Yeah, huge. This is a massive game, right? Qualification on the line. It could get simpler. We don't have to do any tricky maths. It is nice, straightforward. Korea win the game, and they get their ticket to Berlin. And what it also means is that the Philippines and Colombia will be knocked out. So, if anything, the first game of the day is the biggest game of the day. Huge amount riding on this one, and you'd have to be pretty confident if you're Korea. They've got better every single game. You know, about half of their points are coming from the perimeter, and that part of their game after game after game, their percentages are going up, their confidence is going up. So they'll enter this game on a high, really, and they'll have expectations for their qualification to be locked out by the end of the game.
Absolutely. If Korea get comfortable on the perimeter, their offense can open up extremely fast, and they're very hard to defend. Next up, for introductions, we have the Philippines. And like you said, they have shown progression also throughout this tournament. Scoring has been phenomenal for them. It's the defensive side. They're giving up over 100 points per game. What do they need to do?
And you're lucky you couldn't see my face. That was a teeth-drying moment as I breathed in heavily. Yeah, any team that gives up 100 points a game, clearly that is a massive red flag. You're going to win very few games if your defense consistently gives up that score. I don't think it gets particularly easier today. Clearly the focus will be that perimeter defense. Can they lock Korea out from raining down the threes? But the one issue I think they have alongside that is Jisoo Park.
Yes.
If they do lock out the three, is that going to create space inside for Jisoo Park to go to work? She's looked consistent and strong. She's fundamentally a very good back-to-the-basket player. So it's not going to be an easy task for the Philippines, but they absolutely have a chance if they can just get their defense clicking today.
Couldn't agree with you more. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break here for both national anthems, and we will be right back. part of me right now wants to say, let's get ready to rumble. All right, both teams meeting at center court, exchanging gifts. And again, if Korea win, they will qualify. Philippines still have a chance if they win. And our referees for today, we've got Gatis Salins from Latvia, Claudio Ayuba from Angola, and Ioannis Agrafiotis from Greece. Nailed the Greek name. Let's go. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good day.
It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be a good day.
But yes, if the Philippines can get a win, it's not completely over yet. And before we dive into that, Korea starting five, we've got Park, Kong, An, Choi, and Jisoo Park. And they were shooting the lights out yesterday. Yeah,
the problem you have when you face this Korea team is it's not like they've got one or two shooters that you can overplay. They just keep moving the ball till there's an open player and anyone can put it up. And from, Coach Park's perspective, that is a joy as a coach to know that you have that versatility on your team. I think the thing we're really going to see today, though, as I said before, is going to be Jisoo Park coming in and having a much bigger offensive impact.
And for the Philippines, the starting five, got Bernardino, Pontejos, Ozar, Berberabe, and De La Rosa. Bernardino and De La Rosa have got to stay on the floor more today. They both have struggled with fouls this entire tournament. They need to play at least 30 minutes tonight.
Yeah, I think the thing that helped them today is physically, the Philippines probably match up best with Korea out of all of the teams that they face, and I'm sure Coach Aquino is more than aware of that, so the pressure won't be so heavy on De La Rosa and Bernardino. They won't have so much combative style in the paint, but that said, it means they're going to have to chase harder. Now it's going to be more about that stamina, that cardio fitness.
All right, let's have a listen in to the final words from both coaches.
디깅 디펜스 잊어버리지 말고 헬프 사이드 들어오는 거 잊어버리지 말고 알았지? 그다음에 스위치에서 트랜지션 디펜스 빨리 나가, 빨리 내려가서 수비 촘촘히 쓰라고 알았지? 오펜스 서 있지 말고. So that we can get this one. Let's go around. Make that pass. Go. Pop. Go. Okay, clear? Defense match up, all switch. All switch. All switch, all switch. Again, one more. Set the pick, ball here, flash out. Up in, flash in. Casey, go. If ever, if pinalig ni Ati, pinalig dito, we can go.
All right, offensively, I think it's going to be a very entertaining basketball game. I think what it's going to come down to it is defense. Would you agree, Mark?
Yeah, 100%. It's whether the Philippines can get their defense fired up. That's the one factor. We are yet to see them play what anyone would consider a strong 40 minutes of defense. They've shown phases of very good defensive play. That phase now has to become a quarter long, 2 quarters long, because Korea will punish them. They have the offensive weapons to, you take 5 minutes off and it's a 10-15 point, switch in a game.
Welcome, everyone. We are here in Lyon, France at Astrobal Arena as the Philippines taking on Korea. And the Philippines taking the jump ball, but wow, wasn't expecting that right off the bat.
An awkward first
possession.
Offense, but it kind of sums up the Philippines, right? They just know how to put the ball in the basket. They've been doing it all week against every team.
They go inside to Park. And stolen away from Pontejos. Ozar hands it off to Berberabe. Pontejos on the wing now. Skipped over to Ozar, drives baseline. Crafty shot off the glass for 2.
And I like that from the Philippines, playing 5 out, drawing out of the paint. about Jisoo stopping her being a rim protector.
Go inside to Park, wide open on the roll, and she gets the first 2 points for Korea.
Straight away, both ends of the floor. This one's kind of going how we expected.
Yes. De La Rosa picks up her dribble early. Might have gotten away with the travel there. Bernardino now, shot clock winding down. Skips it to Ozar in the corner. High arcing three, hits nothing.
Yeah, that was a great chase out by Choi. Absolutely threw herself at the perimeter.
Skipped across the floor. Get it to Park up top. And Kong with her first attempt. Was that off the glass?
Yeah. When it's your week, it's your week. Everything's going, right?
And the bank is open on a Sunday here in France. Bernardino tried to keep it alive, but goes out of bounds. So Kong did have 7 threes yesterday and just got the first one to go.
Can she break her own record today?
Can't, yeah. Ji-Yoon Park. Trying to go inside. I think it's deflected. It's not. So turnover. It will go to the Philippines. Ooh.
Difficult one, obviously. Coach Park, he could have used his coach's challenge, but we are not 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
I think there could be bigger calls to come in the latter stages of the game.
Logo 3 from Pontejos almost goes in.
Pontejos has shown so much confidence in her perimeter game in this tournament.
Park will try from deep, and that hits nothing.
And if you're the Philippines, firstly, seeing Jisoo Park that far away from the rim makes you happy.
Yes, it does.
Secondly, seeing her shoot threes makes you happy as well.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong, she can shoot the 3 ball, but the percentages of her hitting the 3 compared to just a post-up move.
Right, a 2-footer.
Yeah.
Bernardino goes inside to De La Rosa. She's double teamed, so good help side from Kong. And deflected out of bounds with 7 on the shot clock for the Philippines. So Ozar to inbound. Pontejos, pull up 3. That one is off. Aegian, the rebound, bringing it up quickly. Kong will take another one. That looks off left. Choi secures the rebound. Kong left open again. She's going to try for a 3rd time and doesn't miss.
And again, you know, the top line of any scouting report after yesterday's game, you know, scouting career would be Kong can shoot 3s. And you just have to keep the ball away.
She can also play defense because she just comes up with a steal. Misses the layup. But Ji-Yoon Park is there for the follow and put back. Berberabe finds Bernardino on the wing. Ooh, that is a tough hit. They're gonna call traveling. That looked like a knee.
That looked
like a foul, but
yeah, blocking foul. You see the breakaway. And that is why you always trail in the transition, and why coaches get furious when you don't.
Yes. And there's Kong's 2nd triple of the game, but I'm pretty sure she's got a Charlie horse in her quad right now, Bernardino. Or maybe it was more knee on knee, which also isn't very pleasant.
Horrible. Feels like the end of the world the moment that it happens. And then you feel foolish by how you've reacted as it eases off.
A foul away from the basketball. That's going to be on Pontejos.
It's really interesting that an early change for Korea as Jisoo Park comes out of the game and Jin comes in. It makes them more agile defensively, but almost Jin plays more aggressively than Park, even though there's a considerable size difference.
And Jin, speaking of, knocks down 2 for Korea. Those are aggressive to the rack. And adds 2 more for the Philippines.
Had 11 against Nigeria yesterday, and that's one of those players that's certainly grown into this tournament, found their feet and starting to show out.
They give it to Kong in the corner. Oh boy.
Okay, let me just get the record books out so we can add another one at the top.
That's her 3rd triple in 5 minutes. And Berberabe drives to the hoop and gets 2 more.
And this game is going exactly as the form book would have suggested. Fast-paced, high-scoring.
Oh, yeah. Offensive foul. That's an illegal screen by Choi. More substitutions in, but Lee Sil-kong had 7 threes yesterday.
Yep. I think she had 6 in the first half.
I believe so as well. And didn't play that much in the second half.
Hence you jumping into the record books to find out what the records were, because it was absolutely bonkers.
De La Rosa finds Pontejos in the corner, and that one is good. They definitely need her to get going. Park, nice little up and under. Can't finish, but Jin comes flying in for the board. Lee off the mark this time. Berberabe with a nice crossover. Gets it to Pontejos. Can she go 2 for 2? Yes, she can. Back-to-back threes.
Yeah, maybe Pontejos is trying to get herself into the record books as well. She's been shooting 45% from outside prior to today's game, so absolutely.
Sidestep 3 is short for Kong.
Good recovery defense. I love it when 2 shooters guard each other. It's wonderful to watch. They try and play the game against one another. It's almost like one-on-one.
Bernardino passed up a 3. They find Pontejos again in the corner. You gotta be kidding me!
This is a fun game. And don't get me wrong, I love bigs. I love old school front court basketball. But this is fun not having any true bigs on the floor right now. This is making the game electric.
Spin baseline is good for Park. That's also pretty.
Can these 2 teams, though, play this game for 40 minutes? Because this is relentless.
I honestly think that they can. From what we've seen so far this tournament, they're both high-energy teams as they come on a fast break here, and Lee wide open, beautiful pass by Hae-jian.
Kind of sums the Philippines up a little bit, though. 3 players hadn't even made it into the backcourt to help out in transition defense. They are so focused on the offensive end. It is a downfall of theirs at the moment.
Berberabe in the low post. Foul on Hae-jian. I kind of like that. Berberabe and Hae-jian in the low post. Why not?
It's not a sentence you're expected to say.
But why not?
Pontejos 3, though. And she's been shooting with such confidence all tournament. And some range as well. That one obviously just on the perimeter, but she's happy to step out such a long way.
Great screen there also by De La Rosa on the backside. So Philippines to inbound. A lot of substitutions for them. Sugapong with the basketball. Get it to Digna Dise. And turns it over. And Park coming the other way. She's going to take the jumper. Get it to go. Sugapong with the board. Sugapong on the wing. Goes off the glass, is really heavy on that shot. Not sure if that was the right shot for the Philippines. And the 3-ball goes up and in for So-hee Lee. Nadise over to the wing. Now Pastrana. A shot fake. Throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, Philippines just starting to rush their offense a little bit now. And the pace of the game's been played out already, 8 minutes in, and they've probably put more like 15 minutes of effort through their bodies already. So they'll have to marry and match that up with a full 40 minutes. And I'm sure coaches will be thinking about that.
Corner pocket three for So-Hee Lee. Back-to-back triples for her. And a timeout on the floor for the Philippines as Korea now with their biggest lead, 25-17, with just under 2 minutes left here in the first.
Yeah, that's the 8th made three combined between these two teams, and we're 8 minutes in. We're in for a hell of a show here in game one.
Yes, we are.
You gotta go with them again. You're not supposed to be leaving them and staying behind here. See that play? We practiced that last night. Come on, you gotta be more aggressive. Okay? On offense, Angel. Ano tawag natin dito? Spain. You don't go here, you go there. Or you go here, but then you go there. All our set picks from this, when you're like, go straight. Baka meron eh. Make it simple, guys. Make it simple. Nothing happening. There's a two-man game coming up. Come on. Go. Get round 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on.
An easy conversation and instruction with the coach. Make it simple. And I agree with them on the offensive end. It is about making it simple. We see that jumper from Pontejos in the corner, and that was simple basketball, a screen to open up your shooter. But it's that end of the floor that needs to be the focus. Offensively, you scored 17 points in 8 minutes. You're doing a great job. Defensively, you've shipped 25. You've got to do something about that.
Adise will try again. Tough shot. And they're going to call it traveling. So another turnover here for the Philippines. It's 6 turnovers now, excuse me, for the Philippines this quarter. Jin trying to look inside. Good pressure defense from De La Rosa. And get it to Park. Back to Park, actually. She's going to pull. Not this time. Estrada is fouled.
It's interesting watching that Philippines defense. I'd almost like to see them, as you see the replay of the foul, I'd almost like to see them not switch anything, fight over every screen. You know, we watched France do it last night.
Estrada misses the 3, and they're going to let it go out of bounds.
You know, that French game last night, yes, they were super physical. The officials let them be that physical. And I'd like to see the Philippines do that. At the moment, they're going under screens or switching. Swim over that screen. Be aggressive. Stay in front of your player. Just play match-up defense.
And at this point, they should try anything. I mean, obviously, they're giving up about 100 points a game. So why not? Deep 3. Doesn't go this time. And a huge rebound. And Pingle.
It's a monster ball.
Yeah. Flying in there. Ripped it down.
Well, we kind of were talking prior to this game saying we wanted them to give us a game to get excited by.
Yes.
They've definitely done that so far.
Adise on the wing. Ooh, definitely double dribbled.
Just caught in 2 moments.
So turnover number 7. Pontejos will come in.
Fair to the Philippines, they haven't been turning the ball over loads in this tournament. 16 turnovers a game. It's on the lower side of respectable, but it's still respectable. 16 turnovers in a game. Korea, by far and away the best team looking after their possession. Only 12 turnovers a game, but 7 in this first quarter. That's problematic for the Philippines.
Get it to her. Now Park will drive, kicks it out. Wide open 3 from the wing is good.
Yeah, Pa hit that three almost from the identical spot yesterday. Doesn't take many, but when she's open, she can hit them.
Siggapong in trouble. It's De La Rosa who heaves. Had extra time on the clock. Now Park has to get it off. Not sure if it's going to count. And it will not go either way. So after 10 minutes, Korea 28, Philippines 17.
Nothing we didn't expect.
No.
I think is the summary. You know, Korea are on for scoring maybe 110, 112 points at this rate, and the Philippines will be at about 80 or 90.
Which is what they've been doing all tournament.
Interesting that neither team have been to the free-throw line, though. It's shown that this has been a game that's been played from the perimeter. No one's been aggressive and got to the basket. Maybe that's the change-up for the Philippines now that they look to be a bit more aggressive and try and go to the hoop.
Absolutely, and so far, how many threes have we seen go up and in?
So we've had 9 3 balls.
9.
Yeah. So 6 from 12 for the Korea so far, 3 from 9 for the Philippines. And we are but 1 quarter through.
1 quarter in. This is going to be very interesting. Very high-scoring game as well.
And Lee Saw Kang already has 3, so she's well on the way to equaling her performance yesterday, and she just needs 8 in total to take the record in the Women's World Cup qualification tournament.
But clearly, it's definitely safe to say that this is a very high-pace, up-and-down game. Philippines, like you said earlier, are they going to be able to hang at this speed for 40 minutes? Korea, obviously, just from the way that they've played traditionally, they're made for this. This is their style.
This is their game.
Yeah.
This is how they play basketball. And I think part of the problem is the Philippines aren't going to walk away from that because they quite like that style as well.
All right, folks, get your phones out. Scan that QR code for Courtside 1891 for all your streams, schedules, scores, live scores, news, everything you could ever want. It's available on any type of phone that you have. Android, Apple. Are there any other ones?
Oh, now you've opened the can of worms.
I know.
That huge sponsorship deal FIBA we're going to do with the other operating provider.
Okay, second quarter underway here. And an offensive foul, illegal screen set by Jisoo Park.
Yeah, and I was hyping Jisoo Park before today's game, and she's just not found the role in this game just yet. I think she will. I think she'll have an impact. She'll have a phase of the game where she becomes a dominant force. Just not happening just yet for her.
Bernardino hands it off to Pastrana. Back to Bernardino, looking to go to work. De La Rosa elevates, can't convert. On to the races. It's Korea. And the jumper is good for Haeran Lee. It's almost shocking when they don't take a 3.
Yeah. It's an unusual play, the mid-range jumper.
Siggapong bounced past it right at the feet of De La Rosa. That goes out of bounds. So another turnover. That's number 8.
Impossible pass to hold on to, but look at the speed and fluidity that Korea move down the floor and how they space the floor in transition as well. You know, it's not just get down the floor as quick as you can, it's what lanes you're running, what spots you're taking on the floor. They work together so well as a team.
Get it to Kong in the corner. Back inside to Park. Double team, kicks it out to Lee. And a foul. Not sure if it's on the shot or the rebound. It's on the shot. That'll be on Ozar.
It's our first free throw to the game.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah. Had some games in this tournament when there've been an awful lot of free throws, but these two teams, they're not trying to attack the basket so far. They have been about creating that separation space on the perimeter.
And again, if Korea win this game, they will punch their ticket to Berlin. It is a must-win situation for the Philippines. to stay alive in this competition.
They do qualify the 18th World Cup in a row.
18th.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Considering the World Cup in September will only be the 20th ever World Cup, and they've been to 18
of them
in a row. I didn't dig into the records too deep, but there can't be many nations that have that kind of record.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one.
That is an impressive.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Ozar hands it off. Bernardino looking for a solution. Might go one-on-one. Kicks it to the corner to Serrata. That one is short. Lee will bring it up.
And that's better from the Philippines because they tried to slow the transition down, and that's what it does. Slow Korea down, and that is the way you can actually break their offense down.
Berberabe will try from the corner. Not this time.
Now they need on-ball pressure. Now they need on-ball pressure. Don't need to commit. Just get in front. Stay in front.
Shot fake. Extra pass. Another short corner shot from Hayron Lee.
And whenever I'm coaching juniors, that's what I talk to them about, this idea of good to great. Yes, you've got a good shot. Make that extra pass, we're going to get a great shot. And Korea are always looking for that. Yes, they've got a reasonably good open, semi-open shot. Is there anyone that's in a better position than me?
Pontejos is fouled on the three-pointer. So she'll head to the line.
And I can absolutely understand why Sohee Lee was so keen to jump out on that, because Pontejos has been shooting the lights out. Pontejos, smart play. Arms go out, legs go out to draw that foul. As you see the mid-range jumper from Hayron Lee.
Pontejos now with 10 points, excuse me. She's got 3 triples.
She had 16 against Nigeria yesterday. She is absolutely one of the vital leaders in this Philippines team. And you can see as well that they feed off her energy. When she's playing well, when the game's going her way, the rest of the team kind of lift with her.
So 11 points now for her. Look at this, are they in a little zone here?
Yeah, looks like it right now. 2 zone, I like it. Mix it up.
I do too. Offensive rebound by Park, and the putback is there for her. Nice little crossover by Berberabe, and she's fouled.
Yeah, she showed for the handoff and then crossed back in.
Yeah, I like that.
That's for defense alone. It's nice. But we've seen that all tournament from the Philippines. Individually, they're just able to create their own offense. They don't need to particularly run loads of structured stuff. They all have that ability to create space, create seams to attack. Hence them being able to score at will pretty much against any team they faced.
Give and go to Ozar, and she's fouled. We've also seen that a few times, especially at the Philippines. Teams forget about the inbounder.
Yep. Yep. And how many times is that in a structure where they're actually probably the most lethal person coming out of an inbounds play?
So that's the 3rd foul on Hae-Jian with 7.5 left here in the first half.
She's had foul trouble pretty much every game she's played in.
And Berberabe, fearless, gets the lay-in over Park. Oh no, they leave the shooter wide open in the corner! 4 triples now! Felice Kong. Bernardino, strong drive. Can't get it to go, but hustle by Serrata with the O board. A backdoor cut. Ozar can't hang on to it, so another turnover for the Philippines. Jisoo Park out on the wing. Gives it to Ji-Yoon Park. Offensive board for Korea. Choi will try from deep. And it's raining threes once again for Korea. And a timeout on the floor for the Philippines as Korea now with their biggest lead, 42-21.
Yeah, they're averaging about half their points coming from the outside in this tournament. It's now over 50% of their points in today's game. They are just deadly.
The ball is here. The ball is here on this side. Why are you here? Where's your man? Somebody's already here. Somebody's already here. And you're here. Where are you supposed to be at? You're supposed to be here. Go to your man. Diba? Okay? I cannot find anything that we can stop them from taking. Everybody's like, when they make that shot take, everybody's like going around already. Try to anticipate where the next man is. If this guy goes here, if he helps, go X. Okay? If he goes right here, we could X again. On the weak side, you stay with your man. Clear? Go together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it is so difficult to guard against this Korean team. The outside threats are literally everywhere. Ji Kong hit her 4-3, half of the way to claiming the record for her own, and then as they overplay on her, Choi just sets up on the weak side and rains another 3.
Yeah, they're 8 for 15 right now from downtown. Bernardino on the wing, looks to a drive aggressively, but can't finish. Jin Park gets blocked by De La Rosa, but stays with Korea. And now a wide open lane, but they miss it. However, Jisoo Park is there to clean it up. Sugapong gives it to Bernardino. Sugapong now has it at the top. Tough pull up for her, and a late whistle. And she's fouled by Kong. So Sugapong will head to the free throw line, and we have been super impressed with Sumaya Sugapong this tournament. Obviously struggled last game.
Just looked tired. I think
it was more fatigue for sure.
Listening to the season she's had and the turnaround to try and even get here to represent her country, it's no wonder after 2 games in 3 days that it kind of catches up with you.
And she goes 2 for 2. And the Philippines fans screaming defense, chanting, trying to get them. Help them to get a stop, but Bernardino gets the foul.
Thankfully, only her first.
No, let's not jinx it.
Yeah. De La Rosa has none.
Oh boy.
Bernardino's only picked up her first. I do apologize if they now pick up some quick fouls. But it was always going to be the way, you know, from a size perspective. That's where Philippines have struggled. That's why De La Rosa and Bernardino have picked up so many fouls in the games up to this point. They haven't necessarily had that problem today. Even more so because we haven't seen a huge amount of Jisoo Park from Korea. They seem to have, Korea have been a little bit happier, almost matching up size-wise with the Philippines.
Yeah, and I think if they weren't shooting well from the outside, obviously we would see more of Jisoo Park. But right now, I mean, they're killing it from downtown. And a turnover by Ozar, so another one for the Philippines.
Yeah, number 10 in the game so far. They have struggled a little bit. Some of them absolutely caused by the pressure from Korea, but there's plenty as well in that situation, just an unforced error.
So Pastrana checks back in for the Philippines. Jin Park finds Kong on the wing, and she's fouled immediately.
And that's why. So that's why you foul her immediately. If you're a half step away, just foul. You're saving yourself. And what's she shooting? 67% from outside. You're more than likely saving yourself a 3-ball.
14 on the clock now for Korea. Looking to go inside. And Ozar tried her best to get around, but commits the foul.
I don't know. I think she'd established around the player by that point. I think there was a foul earlier.
Yeah.
I think there was a foul off the ball earlier, but I think she'd actually been able to get that right leg over the top and get an arm in.
Jin and Kong wide open at the top. Misses. Huge rebound from De La Rosa. Now Pastrana looking to attack. De La Rosa off the dribble, and that's going to be a travel. 11 turnovers now for the Philippines. Offensive foul. How many is that on Kong? That's going to be 3, I believe.
Second foul.
Is the second one?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, definitely moving strange.
Very unsubtle.
De La Rosa up top. Hands it off to Sugapong. She's going to pull, but not this time. A wide open runway for Yi Hoon-ha.
Right now, Korea cruising their way to qualification. Every game they've got better, and they are better again today.
Inside to Bernardino, extra pass all the way to Pastrana. High arcing 3. That one is short. Get it over to Kong.
She was tempted.
Yeah, she was.
She was tempted. You saw her body shake
yeah.
then.
And Kong now, she's going to pull. Foul on the rebound. I feel like we're only going to see her this half.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
not.
so, potentially. And we were talking about this before the game as well, you know, because of how Korea have developed. Tomorrow night's game, our final game of the tournament where Korea will play France, could actually be really interesting.
It could be interesting.
It's a very different challenge for France to deal with. You know, the speed. They'll actually find a team that want to play faster than they do. Yes.
And it would be the 5th game in 7 days. So fatigue is going to settle in. I just don't know if that's even in the vocabulary of Korea.
Doesn't seem to be yet.
Doesn't seem
to be yet. But you also have to credit, from a coaching perspective, their rotations. Their rotations are constant. Players aren't on the floor for prolonged periods of time. It is those short 3-4 minute bursts, and then they rotate.
De La Rosa, the free throw. Kong on the wing. Get it to Park now. Looks to attack. Pull up from the elbow is good for Ji-yoon Park.
And I like the contrast that Ji-yoon Park gives Korea, because she is almost an attack-first guard. She's not looking for the 3 ball. She is looking to put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, and that mid-range game is so hard to defend. As Choi comes up with the rebound for Korea. Choi looking to attack, kicks it back out. Get it to Jin. And is thrown away. Oh, it's deflected.
It's much better defense from the Philippines, though.
Yes.
They're chasing harder around screens. They're applying a lot more pressure into the passing lanes, and that's limiting Korea a little bit more.
And a timeout on the floor for Korea. Just a little over 3 minutes left here in the first half. 49-25 for Korea. Mid-range game that we were talking about earlier that's so tough to defend, and she definitely Ji-Hoon Park, excuse me, definitely brings a different dynamic, a different look for Korea.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we saw Ha there taking it to the basket as well, and that's when Korea become even more problematic, because now you can't over-chase the shooters anymore, because they could absolutely take you to the basket. As Korea come out, you can't see on your screens, but they are perfectly lined up,
yes,
ready for their inbound play. They are so disciplined with the way they play their basketball. It's wonderful to watch.
They got to get it in just in time. Shot clock winding down. Jin has to throw it up. A little too hard. Stolen away by Ji-Hoon Park. Ji-Hoon Park now up top to Huh. Choi wide open for three. Not this time. Sugapong running the break for the Philippines. And is fouled going to the rack. So she will head to the line for 2 more free throw attempts. Does a nice job creating the contact there. We have too many players on the floor.
Yep.
Hold on. Got 6. Although sometimes it may seem like they have 6 on the floor.
Yeah, it certainly feels like that. Philippines coach seeing if he could get the officials to call a technical foul.
Yeah. Take anything at this point.
Yeah, please. Absolutely, any help we can get whatsoever.
I think that, they most definitely would have if it was a live ball situation.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a free throw attempt, so.
I think they're having to reverse the substitution.
I think so as well. Yeah. Yeah, so just after these free throws, maybe.
Yeah, and the next break of play, the next chance, I think they will make that start. That's nice composure from Sugapong. When you get kind of iced at the line a little bit like that, there's an interruption and lots going on around you. Your coach trying to get the other team a technical just to stay locked in and calm is an impressive skill, let alone when you're 20 years of age as well.
Sometimes I wonder, though, do they even think about that?
Yeah, do you just turn your mind off? Yeah.
Don't even notice it?
Maybe it's only as you get older you kind of start taking in the external environment a little bit more.
Turnover there for Korea. It's only their 7th only. Well, it's still quite a bit for them. Sugapong, no look pass. And taken away by Korea. They are pushing the basketball. Get it to Choi. Now Park. And another 3-ball for Ji-Hoon Huh.
Yeah, second triple for her, 9th triple of the game for Korea as they continue to lean in to Korean-style basketball.
Sugapong. And 1 for her.
And I love that she's coming to life with other players on the bench like Pontejos and the likes of Bernardino, sorry. She's stepping up now. She knows she needs to be the focal point offensively, and she is stepping into that role.
A bit of a slow quarter here for the Philippines, but have no doubt. I mean, they can catch fire very quickly.
Oh, they can. I just think the pace of the game has taken its toll a little bit in this second quarter. I think the halftime break will be a nice reset for the Philippines.
Yeah. Ji-Hoon Park misses the shot, but another 3-ball goes up and just in and out for Korea. Now Pastrana, open floor, looks to attack, finds, oh, that was deflected. So it will stay with the Philippines, 14 on the shot clock, baseline out of bounds. like the idea here on the drive.
Yeah.
Pastrana. Sugapong.
I think the Philippines are trying to work it to Sugapong while she's got a little bit of rhythm in the game.
Ozar. Or that's not Ozar, excuse me, that's Hain. Sugapong has to get it up. Off the mark, but huge rebound by Serrana. And beautiful finish, she sticks with it.
Yeah, I love the fact she didn't look to try and pass out. So many players, after missing that second opportunity, would feed back out and they'd have to start again, but she had the position, it's the right move.
Yes, that is a travel.
Yeah.
Turnover number 8 now for Korea.
A little bit more wasteful than usual, but you have to give credit to Serrana, just keep going.
Sugapong takes her time. Can't convert the shot, but here come Korea on the other end. Go inside to Park. Definitely has the size advantage, and yes, travels.
And this is not what we're expecting from Korea. They're usually very, very good at looking after possession, make very few mistakes. We're seeing some start to creep in now, and you do wonder, is it that this is game 4 in 5 days, and even the Koreans' stamina is starting to dwindle a little.
And Pastrana is fouled, so she'll head to the line. I do like that the Philippines are being more aggressive and getting to the free throw line a little bit more this game.
100%. They're playing their style of basketball. There was a phase earlier in the game where they kind of almost were trying to trade blows with Korea and trying to match up with them and shoot the 3 ball, and that was all they were focused on. It doesn't particularly suit them. You know, every player on this Philippines team actually has a pretty good handle.
Yes.
You know, they can dribble drive. They're comfortable doing that. They're creating their own seams to attack, and every time they go to that, it's asking questions of Korea. And right now, in the last 2-3 phases of play, Korea haven't really had the answers bar fouling them.
Yeah. All right, Korea should finish the last possession here. Get it to Jisoo Park, who kicks it out to Lee, who's wide open. And another triple for Korea to end the first half. Rain and threes all day for Korea. I believe that is their 10th triple. 10 threes in 20 minutes. And halftime score here, 55 for Korea, 33 for the Philippines, as both teams head back to the locker rooms. Again, Korea with a win today. That punches their ticket to Berlin. Philippines, must-win situation for them to keep their dreams alive. Still a lot of basketball left.
There's a lot of basketball left. They've obviously given themselves a mountain to climb in the second half, but it comes down to what we talked about before the game. It comes down to defense.
Yes.
You know, you are not going to concede on track for 110 now against Korea. They need to limit them to maybe 80, 85, which is possible, but it will take a huge effort and a change of almost focus on the defensive end, how they're playing their defense, because that little amount of ball pressure that we see in the first replay here from the first half, that's how Korea just carve you apart.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure if we're going to see any defensive adjustments for the Philippines. This is now the 4th game over which they play. They've given up an average of over 100 points per game.
Yep.
I think right now their best hope is to try to outscore Korea, and I'm not even sure if that's going to happen.
Well, you're looking at it now. At this rate, they're going to have a 40-point third quarter and a 40-point fourth quarter to even try and get close to the 110 that Korea are tracking to. So it's a huge ask. Can they do it? Yes, they can. It obviously means so much for them. The Philippines have never been to a World Cup before. But it does feel right now that Korea are 20 minutes away from their 18th World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see if, I don't want to say a miracle, but
stranger things have happened.
The stranger things have happened.
Why basketball is,
you know, sometimes
such a joy.
We've said this before, that it's been a tale of two halves. So maybe in the second half, Korea goes ice cold. We don't know.
Absolutely, they could.
Anything could happen. But still, a lot of basketball left here to play. And we know that the Philippines are very capable offensively. 1 through 12, excuse me.
Yeah, they can score in a hurry. I think realistically they could get to maybe 90 points, but they need the defense.
Absolutely. All right, don't go anywhere, folks. Halftime here. Lots of basketball left to go. Korea 55, Philippines 33. We will be right back.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned. Taken. Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat,
Ruled by queens.
When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
With the basketball for France, turns the corner, finds Badian, and goes up for two.
It's going to be Onar for three. She has time and knocks it down. And the crowd erupts. But still 10 minutes remaining.
Clark off the Reese screen. Sidestep, deep three! And there's Caitlin Clark for her first triple of the game, and it's the classic sidestep triple. Spins, gets caught by Ryan Howard. Francesca Pasta off the glass is good.
Francesca Pasta.
On the wing, looks to drive. Sidestep, what? Are you kidding? How did that go in? And another block! The block party has begun for Nigeria. Balagoon!
Gets it over to Gray. Blocked there by Verona. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kalia Copper with the backdoor cut of her own.
Great pass by Kenton Gray.
San Antonio kicks out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with our first 4-point play of the night. What a finish by Zaida Gonzalez. Clark, a beautiful pass to Burrell. Ray Burrell to Iriafin. She passes right back out to Becker. Spots up from deep, and it's good for 3 points.
Alamon looks for penetration outside. Keep moving it. Perpetual motion here, Belgium. 2 on the shot clock. Corner ball. Mbaka knocks down the 3.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks the closeout. Beat Bruno inside.
it off. It's all right.
Welcome back, everyone. Halftime here, Korea versus the Philippines. And the top scorer for Korea, Lisol Kang, 12 points, 4 for 8 from 3. I mean, she is just phenomenal.
She doesn't know how to score any other way.
Yeah.
She's got 21 yesterday, 7 threes. She's got 12 today, 4 threes. She literally has no other way of putting the ball in the bucket. That's all she knows. And you love players that are like that, just pure shooting quality and the confidence she has as well. Even when one doesn't go, she's literally trying to find another spot on the floor ready for the next one in the same phase of play. She's not, you know, there's nothing phasing her right now, and yeah, delivering to say the least for her team, and one of the big reasons why they are potentially 20 minutes away from a World Cup spot.
Absolutely. Tied the record yesterday for most threes in a game with 7, and only did it in 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, hardly played in the second half. Hardly. I think she could have got maybe 10. I think she might have got to 10.
And the top scorer for the Philippines so far is Janine Pontejos, 11 points, 3 for 5 from 3, and also has 2 free throws. But she also got off to a hot start from the three-point line.
Yeah, really did. Almost matched Lisol Kang bucket for bucket at one stage. It was a little bit of a competition between those two. Both of them very, very good shooters. I think the thing you have from Pontejos' perspective as well is the energy she brings to her team. You can see when she hits a shot, the belief level in this Philippines team just starts to creep up a little bit more. The energy they put into defense starts to creep up a little bit more. So her impact right now is much more than just putting points on the board. I think there's a greater impact for this Philippines team.
Yes, she is the only player in double figures for the Philippines with 11 in 11 minutes to be exact. Scoring the basketball has not been an issue for the Philippines this tournament. This is their lowest scoring half, I would say. I'm betting on it.
Well, they're literally on track to hit their average points conceded. They're averaging 109.7 points per game conceded, and they've got 50. They're literally hitting the form because we would expect them defensively. The issue they have is this probably means that Korea will progress through to the World Cup and they'll drop out unless in the next 20 minutes Philippines can absolutely go through the gears defensively.
I don't have high hopes for that.
The thing I've got is
just from what we've seen so far in the last 4 games, they haven't made any adjustments defensively.
Yeah.
They've really have tried to just score more.
Yeah.
And it obviously is not working, but clearly they're talented. They have enough weapons. I mean, even if they don't have the size.
But how do you stop someone like Kang from scoring the ball? Because if you do and you overplay her and chase her, we've seen it. She threw it to the weak side and Choi stepped in and just rained down a 3, or Ha steps in and hits 2 threes, and that's the problem they've got. This isn't probably the best game for the Philippines to have to play phenomenal defense, because you're having to play defense against 12 players. There is no one that you're going to slack from, no one that you can step off from because they're not an offensive threat. Every player in this Korean team can put the ball in the bucket, and most of them from distance. So it is a huge ask for the Philippines, but ultimately, whether it's today or not, it has to be part of their development process as a national program, that defense becomes far more part of their DNA, whatever form that takes. You know, there's lots of different ways you can play defense.
And I would say this is actually the first time I've seen them make a little bit of an adjustment, and we saw little possessions here of them trying to play a zone.
Yeah.
And
there were issues with it.
I was like, absolutely, but hey,
it's great that you
tried something.
100%, 100%. Yeah, they're trying to mix it up. They're trying to, and it did slightly for Korea. You could see them have to take a possession and go, okay, we're now going to have to adjust. We're going to move into this set. We're not going to play. You know, they did take a possession to find their form, and don't get me wrong, they then hit a couple of threes over the top of the zone, which you would expect to happen. But I do like that they are trying to find solutions. But I think right now for the Philippines, those solutions might be the World Cup. qualifying tournament in 4 years' time.
Absolutely.
Because you look at some of the youngsters coming through.
Taking the words out of my mouth.
You know, Sugapong at 20, De La Rosa at 22, Pingle at 24, Dignadise 17, Hain 18. This is a roster that is built for the next World Cup. And even if you look at some of their leaders, Bernardino's only 29. She'll be here for the next World Cup. The only one that might not be there is Pontejos, who's 33, but the way she plays, I'm not betting against her being here at the age of 37 wanting to play a World Cup.
Listen, Mark, age is nothing but a number. If she keeps shooting the way that she's shooting.
I woke up early this morning. Age is not a number. I felt like I was trying to get out of my own coffin this morning as I rose. So I'm pretty sure age is more than a number, but I do know what you mean. If you let it get into your head, it becomes a factor in your game. And let's be honest, the way we've seen Pontejos play today, that number's not in her head. She feels like she's 21 years old running up and down the floor. It's wonderful.
I think it's important, too, that she's around the younger generation as well.
Absolutely.
Because that youth rubs off on you and you feel younger. And the future is very bright for the Philippines.
I think it won't be long before they are at major tournaments. They are at World Cups and challenging to try and fight their way into an Olympics.
All right, let's see if we can have a listen in to Coach's huddle here.
Go, start strong again. Start strong. We did good first quarter. Let's have that first quarter. Come on, let's go. Let's go. How many points did you get in the third quarter? Wala, kulang na kulang tayo sa numbers nun, ha? Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I like how calm Coach Aquino is, though. It's not ranting and raving, because I don't think the team are going to benefit from that at this stage. You know, still is a chance. It's a tough chance, but there still is a chance that they can keep their World Cup hopes alive. But it is about that calm, reflective nature of, well, what are the alterations we need to make right now, rather than that kind of confrontational. Don't get me wrong, sometimes players need that sharp shock, but I don't think that would be beneficial right now.
All right, folks, get your phones out, scan that QR code, Courtside 1891, download this app. All your stream schedules and scores from all the tournaments worldwide, just to have it handy on your phone in your pocket.
And I love that Korea are already on the floor ready to go. They're just literally, come on, second half. That's the vibe they're bringing to the floor. And I think there is a psychological element to that. Do you know what I mean? As a team, if you're the Philippines, you've struggled a little bit in the first half, and you look up and the other team are raring to get back into that second half.
You're right.
It sends you a signal, right? And I like that. I like that from a coaching perspective.
Intimidation.
Yeah, it's almost a little bit like the hacker for New Zealand. It sends a message.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, welcome everyone. Second half underway here. World Cup qualifiers for the Philippines and Korea. And Berberabe hits a wide open three to start the quarter.
And that's what the Philippines need. They do need their offense to fire. As much as we've talked defense, their offense will have to do a lot of the lifting to get them back into this one.
Aegean finds Kong and is fouled on the rip through by Ozar.
Just didn't need to bring that hand down. The footwork had done a perfect job. She'd got herself in position. She'd locked out the baseline drive as well, as we see the Berabe three. She'd done everything. She just didn't need to try and steal the ball. Send her back, send the ball away. That's all she needed.
Elevator screen here for Kong. That's worked for them in the past, this tournament. Now Kong, handoff, wide open. Can she hit another one? Not this time. Park pulls down the rebound, finds Lee wide open on the baseline. As Berberabe comes up with the basketball, looks to attack. Pontejos, little shot fake. Might have gotten fouled from behind, but no call. Ozar now. Gets it to Bernardino. Double teamed and is ripped away. But Berberabe keeps it alive. They got to heave. And Pontejos almost makes it, and they're going to say unsportsmanlike. It was a hard foul by Pontejos. That's her second.
Yeah, I think that one comes under the fact that it's just trying to stop a transition. I don't think any more than that. It was perfectly on line. We were looking straight down the barrel of the gun on that one. Yeah, that's the right call.
Yeah.
There's no play at the ball there. That is just about stopping a transition.
Yeah, so Hejian head to the line. And this is that one.
I think I silently gave her the commentator's curse because I just looked at her stats and she hasn't missed a free throw in the tournament.
But not really. You didn't say it out loud.
No, I think I telepathically sent the curse her way, though, I'm afraid. I do apologize.
Let's get the second one. So ball on the side for Korea. 20-point lead. Again, Korea get the W. They get the ticket to Berlin. The final ticket at this tournament, to be exact. So Park looking to drive, is double teamed. It gets blocked by De La Rosa. Still can't finish, fighting for the rebound. And De La Rosa had it, but gave it away, and Kong comes through for Korea.
Oh, and your heart breaks a little bit for the Philippines there. They'd done everything right. Their defense was intense. They were going after it, and then they just get a dagger to the heart from Kong again.
Barabe will try a triple of her own, not this time. Kong comes down with the board. And an offensive foul. Looks like it was an illegal screen on the baseline.
Yeah, it's trying to pin down to get Jisoo Park open.
Let's have a look here. Oh, yeah.
Just needs to become very stationary. You've got to make it obvious. You've got to make it obvious that you're stationary as well. I know that sounds stupid. Being stationary should be obvious in its own right, but you almost have to be very clear. I've stopped. Rather than that, just gradual forward momentum.
10 turnovers for Korea, 14 for the Philippines. Turnovers were a bit of an issue for the Philippines in that first half. As De La Rosa spins.
Oh, lovely.
Beautiful play, and banks it home.
And she leaned into the advantage she has in that matchup. Foot speed is something she'll have over Jisoo Park.
And now Jisoo Park looks to attack De La Rosa on the other end. A little step through, not this time. Gets her own rebound and is fouled.
I don't mind that as a foul from De La Rosa at all. I like to see that. I like to see the physicality. She's not just stepped back from it. She hasn't had any fouls tonight, so...
I was going to say, yeah.
She's actually in a wonderful place for her on the foul count.
Absolutely, because she would have 4. She's had 4 in the first half.
Yeah.
At times.
It's been a tough tournament for her and Bernardino, to be fair. Bernardino's averaged 4 fouls a game. De La Rosa's averaged 4 fouls a game. Yeah, they have put themselves in some problems, but understandably so, because they've had to play huge mismatches.
Absolutely.
And relentless mismatches. They haven't had that today. They've had spells in the game where there hasn't been a mismatch on the floor for them to have to deal with.
So Jisoo Park now with 8 points. Pontejos throws it up and is fouled on the shot. That's on Sophie Lee.
Yeah, 2 fouls in quick succession for Lee.
So Pontejos back to the free throw line for her.
Yeah, that was Lee's 3rd foul, so it doesn't get any easier for the Philippines as Jisoo Park comes back.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets harder now. They've got more offensive threats on the floor. In fact, this is probably the most offensively powerful 5 that Korea could have on the floor.
Yeah, I would agree. Now that I'm looking,
They've got so much firepower, and firepower that can beat you inside and out.
Jisoo Park has to go post up, and a beautiful finish underneath versus Ozar. Checks in right away, and hey,
delivers.
Give me a bucket. Bernardino misses an easy bunny, but foul on the play. Put back. I don't know how she was so wide open underneath.
I do like that the Philippines are looking to go to the basket. They're not just trying to get in the shooting competition. Yeah, they're looking for it. Pontejos, as soon as she gets the ball, you see her body just shape for the three every time. But the rest of the team are looking, how do we get to the rack? How do we put pressure on this Korean defense?
And these are Bernardino's first points of the game. Park. Must have been away from the basketball. That was on Ozar.
Yeah. Fourth foul.
That is
a huge problem.
Yeah.
Ozar's actually been a really bright spark.
I agree.
Today, particularly at the start of the game as well, really came out flowing, aggressive. Just picked up a few little ticky-tack fouls, you know, off-ball fouls where it's
just trying to get her hand in and
you know, fighting over screens or trying to jump over post-ups.
Gian gives it up to Park. Short corner shot is very short, hits nothing. Pastrana now with the basketball for the Philippines. A ton of movement right now. Bernardino up top, shot clock's winding down. Has to go, yes. And now Korea an opportunity here. Throw it up to Park. And 2 points for her. Yeah, that last possession wasn't the greatest for the Philippines. Barabe is short, but gets her own rebound. Pontejos stolen away from Kong. Oh boy, here comes another one. Oh my! 6 threes.
And you said it perfectly. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here comes another one. Before she'd even released it. And that everyone in the crowd knew it. Everyone in the entire arena. I think there were people in the parking lot that went, yep, three's coming.
I'm very curious if she's going to actually stay in the game. To potentially.
We're all hoping so, right? I'm hoping they looked at the player of the game article and highlight clip, because it did say record equal in performance. Yes. So hopefully they're now aware that
6 for 11 from 3. All of her points from beyond the arc. So she's 1 away to tie herself. 2 away to set the actual record.
It's like the old video game machines that you used to have, where you'd go in the arcade and you'd try and be every name on the top scorers list.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you know what I mean? You'd like to be, yep, it's going to be my name, 1 through 10. And I think she's doing that with the 3-point record. I think she's just literally like, I'm going to knock everyone out of the top 10. I'm just going to have 10 games. So it's just me.
I hope people, the younger generation, got that reference.
Hopefully there's enough older people watching.
I hope so.
To warrant my reference.
What's that? I have
Pac-Man. Come on, everyone's played
my PS5 or whatever it is. I stopped playing video games at Nintendo, so I have no idea.
My daughter dragged me into Minecraft, so
yeah,
I'm all over that now.
Okay.
I'm awful at it. I'm all over it.
Kong gives it up this time. Jim on the wing. Back to Kong. Tries to create space. Could it be triple number 7? You gotta be kidding me! Oh my gosh!
This is unreal. We thought yesterday's game was just near perfect. Today's game has just gone even further.
Oh my gosh. It's effortless too. It's like I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Oh Oh my goodness.
Just before that happened, and we were talking about arcade games, I was thinking NBA Jam Session, and I know who I'm taking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having Kong on NBA. She's going to make the net turn to fire every time she gets the ball.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah, she's in my, she'd be in my NBA Jam Session for the Women's World Cup for sure.
We got to keep our eyes even more on her as record on the line.
Here she comes.
Here she comes. Little step back, crossover, kicks it out this time. Park will try. Oh, now Kong, get out of here. She hits this corner puck. Oh, good Lord. I was about to lose my mind. Let me sit down.
Take a seat. Everyone calm down. I think we got a little bit too excited in the commentary box.
I think so too.
Oh, and breathe.
Hold on.
Felt like time slowed down then as well when she released that one.
Had she made that one? No way.
She was so far off balance, and it was an awkward catch, and everything was wrong with it. But yeah, it would have made it even more of an amazing record.
Pastrana, tough take for her. Open shooter. Ooh, she thought about it. Get it to Jen, and the shooter wide open again. Is this for the record? Not this time. Off the mark, and Choi called for the foul.
A little bit of a heat check there.
Yeah.
For Lee Sul-kong.
Is it though? I feel like that one was a better shot attempt.
Oh, that was a much better shot attempt. That was a rhythm shot.
My heart's racing a little bit. I'm excited to see if we're going to see a record being set. Pastrana misses the front end. This little Kong right now, 7 for 14. 3. That's a pretty good percentage.
Take that all day.
Pastrana makes the second.
Don't think we'll see Kong in the game much longer.
I don't think so either. I think fourth quarter she's going to have a seat, so...
We need her to get the job done now.
Yeah.
She's spotting up on the weak side, so...
Park drives, has an open lane, but stolen away by the Philippines. Digna with the basketball. And might have a jump ball situation. Yes, we do, I believe. Will stay with the Philippines. So 11 on the shot clock. Sideline out of bounds. Dice up top. Pastrana looking to go one-on-one. Tries to go through a wall, but Jin does a nice job holding her ground. 3 ball up. This time Jin, board. Jin, get it inside to Park, and that one is good off the glass for Ji-Yoon Park.
And it is a very nice balanced backcourt with Ji-Yoon Park and Lee Sul-kong, a shooter and a driver.
Payne with a pull-up. Gets 2 points for the Philippines. Have to give her a shout out. She's going to my alma mater, UCSB. Let's go, Gauchos. Kong now with the basketball. Hands it over to Jin. Nice, beautiful cut and play. And an offensive foul. She puts her hands up right away, saying, yeah, you're right. Yep. Got her with the left hand. I'm sure we'll see it here on the replay. Does a nice job cutting to the basket. Yeah. That left hand.
There's the Gaucho
There's my
jumper.
fellow Gaucho. Let's go. Pastrana on the wing. Shot fake will drive. Well done from her. Bucket plus the foul.
And I was going to say on the last play when she kind of drove into the wall of Navy jerseys, I still didn't mind that as a play. It was aggressive, it was direct. You're trying to make something happen. And going back to it again, never a bad thing.
the three-point play. And that's definitely kicked, so shot clock will get reset. Inside to Jin. Now Park has it. Looking to attack. Choi from the baseline kicks it out. Another three ball up and in for Korea. Yoon-ha.
It's her third triple of the game, and that's the problem. You kind of overplay Kong, and you're leaving space for other sharp shooters to take their shot.
Anna, I love how aggressive she's been these last few possessions. Yeah, everyone is just hitting threes left and right from Korea.
13 threes in the game as a team. They're shooting 46%.
And Kong heads to the bench. I'm not sure if we'll see her.
We need to.
I know, we need to. She needs to get 8.
Yeah. Once she's got 8, she can sit down. She can have a rest. We just need the 8.
Payne picks up her dribble, gets it to Pastrana. She's going to look to attack again and cannot draw the foul. No look pass inside to Lee, extra to the short corner. And they get the friendly roll. Yoo-Soon Hong adds 2 more, makes it a 30-point game for Korea. Pingle kicks it out. Pastrana sets her feet, but is very short. Now Lee runs the floor extremely well and pays off.
And I like how Ha played that. She just waited. Her timing for that pass was wonderful. She waited for the kind of sag defender just to take those couple of steps forward. And that's why the lane was so wide open.
Payne hands it off, gets it back, looking to attack. Nadise now, shot clock winding down. Nice little crossover off the glass in time. Sophia Dignadise, nice little bucket by her. And final seconds here in the third. Try to bounce it in, but they turn it over. Have to launch from half court. Oh! Almost goes in for Pastrana. And after 3 quarters, Korea just 10 minutes away from punching their ticket to Berlin. A huge lead, 80-50, which is the Philippines.
Yeah, and it's kind of business as usual in the third quarter. It kind of picked up where the second quarter left off. You look at those percentages, they are a dream for Korea. Philippines, they are delivering what they can. Again, offensively, not too shabby, but defensively, they are struggling to contain Korea again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, Korea's just so tough from the outside. Like, there's really not a whole lot you can do, especially when you have someone like Lee Sol-Kong on the floor who's been deadly. 7 threes again tonight. She also had 7 threes last game.
But we need 8.
But we need 8. So Korea,
I'm close to making a homemade sign so I can hold it up, to Coach Park. We need 8.
Yes, she is 1 away from setting the record. So hopefully we'll get to see her more in the fourth. But as you see here, I mean, just triple after triple for her, and they haven't always come cleanly.
I think the thing that's nice as well from a shooter, sometimes you get shooters who can only shoot off the dribble or can only catch and shoot. That's not the case.
No, she's doing it.
She'll happily take that little sidestep dribble. She'll take a step back.
Do we think that sign says put Kong back in?
I'd love... Oh, wow.
Love that.
And I'll be honest, one of the best things about this tournament has been the fans. It's been wonderful to have fans supporting every single team that have taken to the floor. Because they have. There's been cheering for every single team in every single game. And, you know, that's kind of the basketball family, right? That's what we're about. That's why this sport's so special. So, once again, lots of Philippines fans, lots of Korean fans, and lots of local people deciding in a team, picking a team and adopting a second country for the game.
Yeah, and earlier in the week we had a lot of kids in the crowd.
I'm looking forward to that tomorrow.
I think they were ditching school
like
here instead, which I loved.
Yep.
All right, fourth quarter underway here in Lyon, France. FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. And Korea 10 minutes away from punching the final ticket here in Lyon to head to Berlin. And a foul. That's on Pastrana. And yesterday we did have France qualifying, picking up that third slot qualifications, being that Germany and Nigeria already qualified in this group. Park misses the 3-ball, and it will go to the Philippines. Obviously no surprise that France qualified.
No, heading into the tournament, you don't want to say it because you want to believe that this could be anyone's game, but France are, I said it in the press conference last night, to the laughter of Coach Tupan, I do have them down as favourites for the World Cup, even above Team USA. So there's no real surprise that they've qualified at the earliest possible opportunity.
Pastrana's floater is money. I really enjoy it. This is such a small detail about Pastrana, but her shot fakes every time, she has me fooled on her shot fakes.
Are you buying it?
I'm buying it every time. I'm like, oh, it's go. No, it's not. It's that little detail. I mean, she was meters away.
Yeah.
And they took the bait on her shot fake. Look at that. Nope.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's weird because it's not an intense shot fake. It's really
it's the slow.
Yeah, I don't want to use the word lazy, but it's got that vibe, isn't it? It's that slow rhythmic shot fake, and it's drawing everyone in.
It is. Tough grab and finish by De La Rosa in the paint. Lee on the wing. Picks up her dribble, finds Jin. She's going to take a 15-footer and drills it. I'm not so sure if we're going to see Kong.
Feeling that we're not, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not put a shooting shirt on though. She's on the bench watching. I think she's ready to go again.
Pastrana again, shot fake. Finds an open lane. Can she get a three-point play? No, but will go to the free throw line.
I said it earlier, I am excited to see the Philippines in 4 years' time. How they are going to develop, how they are going to grow, because without doubt they're going to be much better. And we have our wish.
Guess who's in?
Our wish has been granted.
No pressure. She better hit a three.
I think she's probably only got 2 or 3 minutes to do it.
I know, I think so too.
She's got the last couple of minutes.
This could either go really well, like she blows this.
Yeah, her percentage could drop rapidly.
Yeah, it could go really well, it could go really bad. But either way, it'll be fun to watch. Jin. Back to Lee. Go inside to Jin. Turn around. Off the mark. De La Rosa pulls down the board. Dignadise coming the other way for the Philippines. And turned over. No look pass in transition. And Easton Choi did a nice job running the floor for Korea. Dignadise on the wing. Goes inside to De La Rosa. One-on-one opportunity here. Does a nice job taking her time. Beautiful spin move by her. All right, we got to get Kong here. Shot. Kong, wide open. Off the mark. That one was off right.
That was a long way away.
It was.
Felt a little forced on that one.
But I think you're right. I think she has literally maybe 2 minutes.
Yep. 2-3 minutes, and then I have a feeling a game will be done. But going back to De La Rosa, who just got that score, she's one of the key players that I'm talking about when I'm saying 4 years from now, when she's had a little bit more experience, particularly defensively guarding legitimate bigs, you know, post players that are trying to back her down. Hopefully she becomes a little bit smarter with how she physically guards them.
Turnover for, wow, well done by Korea. Extra pass underneath, and a timeout on the floor for the Philippines as Korea have a very large lead, 86-57. But yeah, I feel like a broken record. We've been talking about the Philippines and how they're an emerging program, so much youth, so much potential, and maybe this year isn't their year to advance to the World Cup. But
it was always going to be an outside chance coming into the tournament. You know, I don't think anyone that had a neutral position would have suggested that they were favourites to go through and to get a spot, particularly in this group. This was
yeah.
You know, if you were sitting watching that draw back in the Philippines, you must have been a little bit like, oh my goodness. You know, you're going up against two of the most powerful European nations, and then you've got Nigeria, 2 spots already locked in as hosts and Afrobasket champions. It made the opportunity to get through an awful lot slimmer. But again, it is that growth. And the thing that I find most exciting is it's not 4 years of growth, it's been 4 days of growth.
Yes.
We've seen the Philippines start to understand the level maybe they need to be taking their games to. And even more so because there's so many young players on the floor, that growth trajectory is even steeper for them. They take even more out of every second. And it's been, you know, it's been good to watch, and I hope they can feel positive no matter what the outcome from this tournament is.
Berberabe gets it inside to De La Rosa. Double teamed. Beautiful footwork inside. Oh no, they called traveling. I need a replay.
But I like that from De La Rosa, and if I'm De La Rosa, I'm taking confidence. They've had to double me. They've had to double team me.
Yeah.
You know, I take a positive as that. If a team has to adjust just for you, it means you're doing something right.
Kong wide open is short.
I think they brought her back on just to annoy you.
I think they did.
I think they're just teasing you and taunting you with the 8-triple.
De La Rosa, nice little pick and roll action for her.
She really stepped up in the last 3-4 minutes of action.
Triple from the corner, off the mark this time, but oh board. And another 3-ball attempt is good for Sohee Park.
Triple number 15. That's the same number of threes as Philippines have 2.
Yikes. Serrata. Not this time for her. And Korea now in control. Look to get it to Kong. Create space instead. Passes inside to Choi.
It's a good pass, a good choice. Not for you, but,
yes,
but for her and Korea.
And obviously, Korea will most likely get over that 100 mark. That would be 4 games now, potentially, for the Philippines giving up 100 points.
Yeah,
there's still 5 minutes left.
I don't think their conceded total is going to reduce at all.
All right, so substitutions on the floor. It looks like Kong is going to stay on the floor.
I think she might have bought herself another couple of minutes, maybe, with that pass.
Too. Find Kong on the wing. Gives it back to Lee up top. And 2 more points for Easton Choi. think everyone's a little hyper-focused on Kong right now. Missed opportunity there for Pingle, but Casey De La Rosa, another 2 points for her. She's got 15 points. Kong up top. 3-ball goes up and in, and the record is finally broken.
And you can see she knew.
She knew it.
A little fist pump to her coaches. The coaches are up on their feet, giving her some praise as well. They knew why they were bringing her back in. I don't think she'll be in the game long now.
Yeah, Dignity
I think she's coming straight out.
Responds with the 2, and absolutely, yeah.
I think she needs to get another one now.
She should.
She needs to quickly fire off another 3 before they get her out of the game.
I'm not sure if they knew that she had 7, or that wasn't even a record yesterday. Kong, can she go for 9? Ooh, not this time. Almost got out of my seat for that one. I'm like hoping for not a dead ball, so they can.
Absolutely love it. Yeah, just keep it alive.
Oh, they fouled on purpose.
There she heads. Is she heading out? Yep.
Yeah, she's heading out. But yeah, we got to give her a hand.
That's phenomenal. What a performance.
We'll give her a little golf clap.
Record breaking.
Yes, absolutely.
Record breaking 3. There it is. That's the one that snaps the record. It's all hers now. She doesn't have to share it with anyone.
No. De La Rosa attacking aggressively. 17 points now for her.
It's a huge performance.
Yes.
She had 11 against France, 17 today. It's another big statement here from a Philippines player who,
yeah, 17.7 rebounds, 1 assist, a little over 28 minutes, but let's be honest, most of these games, she's been in foul trouble.
Yeah,
today's the only day.
Absolutely, she's been averaging under 21 minutes
she's
a game for the first 3. Yeah.
So she's played more than 20 minutes. Hong hands it off to Park. A shot fake. Another triple goes up and in for Korea. Lee Seung-choi. Gosh, just daggers everywhere. De La Rosa will try, and she knocks it down.
Wow, De La Rosa has just slipped into that lovely zone as a player where everything just feels easy.
21 points for her, still a 30-point lead for Korea. Giving up top to Hong, and a foul by Ozar. That's her 5th, so she's definitely out of here.
Yeah, Ozar's had a difficult game today. Foul trouble has kind of evaded what she's been able to do, but De La Rosa certainly hasn't had a difficult day. 8 from 10 from the field. It's a very strong performance, but yeah, Ozar will head to the bench. A minute, very limited with that foul trouble. She's been playing almost 24 minutes every game and under 18 or just about 18 today, so not the day for her.
Yeah. Lee crosses over, little floater. Obord is there. Kick it out. Can they get another 3-ball? Oh, that one looked like it was on mark. Another opportunity here from the corner this time. And Lee Seung-choi, another 3 for her.
Now, I don't think we know this number, but how many team 3s is the record? Because they're up to 18 now. Surely that's
got to be something,
got
too.
to be close, surely.
I mean, if one person made 8 of them,
yeah,
you got to be close. De La Rosa keeps adding to her stat line. Now 23 points for her.
Not just adding to a stat line as well, adding to a kind of personal brand as well. There's going to be teams now and scouts looking, thinking, is there an opportunity here to develop her? I think she's probably a little undersized to be a 5, but if you could put her out to a stretch 4.
Yeah, maybe. Kong goes up and in. Another triple for Korea. Raining 3s once again. I loved that shot of the team on the bench. Just so excited for each other.
They celebrate the 19th like it was the first.
De La Rosa again. I don't know how many points she's had this quarter, but I feel like all of them.
Yeah, she's really come into her own in this quarter. Not too sure how long we'll see her on the floor. Are they going to play it to the end for the extra minute and 16?
Yeah,
Why
might
not?
as well.
Why not? You got a rest day tomorrow?
Yeah, she's up to 25 points. Yeah, let's go have some fun, kid.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 rebounds away from a double-double as well.
Park back to Hong. Now Lee will try, gets blocked by De La Rosa.
3rd block of the game for De La Rosa as well. She's pretty much doing it all over the floor right now for the Philippines.
Adise will pull from 3. That one is short, but Pingle comes up with the board. Adise, she's going to try a second time, and that is way off. Hong goes inside, pull it back out. They're going to try to get another 3. Nice little shot fake, drive and kick opportunity here. Can't get the friendly roll, but De La Rosa 1 rebound away from a double-double. I'm not sure she's going to get it.
It looks like they might run the clock out for the last shot.
And they throw it away. So 4.8 left here. But Korea, their bench is on their feet.
And now the question is, can Korea hit their 20th 3 of the game? Go on, launch it. Go on. No,
not this time. That will do it here, folks. Korea 105, Philippines 74, and Korea punched their ticket. They're boarding. They're on the plane. They're going to Berlin for the 18th time. Is that correct?
18th time in a row they're heading to the World Cup.
They're heading to the World Cup. My goodness. What a performance today from Korea.
To be honest, with the exception of game day 1, I think what a performance in this tournament from Korea. I think they had a hiccup game day 1. It just didn't roll for them. But since then, they have been exceptionally impressive. And the Philippines, at the moment, you can't see them on your screen, but just showing some appreciation to their traveling fans as well.
Yeah, I secretly wish that we could have a replay of Korea versus Germany, because they struggled to shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
Since then, they've just been a completely different team. But you know what? On the bigger stage in Berlin, when they face them, you never know what's going to happen. But
yeah, we've had a, you know, even though it hasn't quite worked.
I love this.
Jin almost left on a road to do it, but I love the energy. I love the way
Gangnam Style playing right now.
And now they get to put their qualifying hats on. They know they're on the way to the World Cup. And it's time for them to enjoy themselves.
Killing me. Oh my gosh. Awesome.
Absolutely wonderful.
So, congratulations to Korea.
Now they'll head to the half and receive their giant boarding pass. I'm not sure that one's going to be accepted in the airport, but
I would love for one of these teams to actually take that. This is my carry-on. Yeah. Does this fit anywhere? But yes, as you said, they're heading back to their 18th World Cup out of 20.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
How impressive is that?
Yeah, 2-time silver medalists, and they are hunting for a silver medal again. And for me, with the Korean situation and the way they play, they won't go into the World Cup necessarily as favourites for medal, but they find some rhythm like we've seen in this tournament. They are a worry for any team in the world to face. They're a team you don't want to face. Yeah. It's that simple. Because if you catch them on a day where they are flying, they can take down any team in the world, and they can dance just as well as anyone else in the tournament right now. They're certainly enjoying the party. When
they're hitting from the outside, everyone is deadly. It makes them so dangerous.
Yeah.
And you've got the likes of Ji-Yoon Park, who's capable from the mid-range game. And the fact all of them actually can penetrate to the basket and kick it out. So And then on top of that, we've got Jisoo Park, who adds the height.
For me,
and the size
they
inside.
From being a complete team, they're probably one legitimate big to provide backup for Jisoo Park, away from being that full rotation that they can comfortably adjust and compete with any team that they face. I'm already excited for them to face up against France in the final game.
I am too. I think that one might be
Tuesday.
An even bigger game than what we saw last night between France and
potentially. Yeah, potentially. Korea have a lot of firepower, and they'll quite happily match that intensity that France play with.
And defensively as well, I think they're going to cause problems for France.
Yeah.
They're going to be physical. They're not going to be afraid of the contact. And as I told you before, I think France will struggle with that a little bit. But wow, just a huge performance for them. 105 points. 19 for 43 from downtown. That's 44%. We need to find what the record is for most threes in a game, because I wouldn't be surprised if they set a record in that itself. And then obviously the record for most threes in a game goes to Lee Sol Kong, 8 for 18. She couldn't miss. I mean, she did miss at the end, but obviously she was chasing this.
Yeah.
She knew about it towards the end.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And to be quite honest, I think even yesterday was even more of an opportunity to have.
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly 10 or 12, because she had 6 in the first half yesterday.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But all right, folks, let's have a look here. Korea have now punched the last ticket here in Lyon. We still have some games left, but all the spots have been filled officially here. It is the end of the road for the Philippines, and unfortunately for Colombia as well. But Korea, France, Germany, and Nigeria will go through. We still have 2 more games. Colombia and Germany are our next game in this afternoon. France and Nigeria, which could be a very interesting matchup. But yeah, Korea, huge win today for them. They have punched their ticket to go to Berlin. And here, let's have a look at the teams who have already qualified for Euro Cup: Australia, France, USA, Belgium, Germany, China, Korea, Spain, and Nigeria. So just 7 spots remain for Berlin. That will take place later this year in September. And that will do it for me from this game in Lyon. Philippines losing, unfortunately, to Korea, 105-74, and Korea punching their ticket. They do have their boarding pass to head to the World Cup in Berlin. Stick around, folks. We got 2 more games left here in Lyon. See you soon.